Hello everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber, Sausage Brulee, doing a little bit of a silly, off-the-cuff kind of video here. I'm working on some other projects right now and it's taking a little longer than expected, so instead I'll be making this silly little video to hold you over in the meantime while you wait for my better videos to come out. You know, I like Guilty Gear, I like TF2, if you can't tell on my YouTube channel. So I thought let's do a little silly video and describe which character from Guilty Gear will be playing which character from TF2, because you know they got a lot in common. The fans got a lot in common, mainly being weird. I'll be putting a character on the tier list like based on what class I think they'd play, and then I'll put them like a certain distance to the left or right depending on how good I think they'd actually be at that character. And when I'm putting characters in their tiers, I'm taking into account both how they play in the game, but mainly how they act in the story. So without any further ado, let's just hop right into it, I guess. Soul. Soul, you might think Soul would play Pyro because of the fire, but I think Soul loves destruction. He's definitely playing Demo Man, and I think he'd be pretty good at playing Demo Man if he put his mind to it. However, I think if he like got backstabbed a few too many times or killed by a few too many taunting scouts, he would blow up his computer on the spot. Kai, he's kind of a bit of a normie, so I feel like he'd be playing Soldier. He really lets that all-arounder type damage, and he's just a loser. He just doesn't want to try hard. Not like Soldier players are like that, but that's how he's playing Soldier. He's not gonna get some crazy rocket jumps or use the direct hit. He's just gonna use all stock loadouts. Mei is a demon, so she's playing Pyro, of course. Axel Low, I mean, this is pretty obvious. Axel Low is playing Sniper because just like Sniper, he's an annoying little piece of trash. He sits in the corner, is lazy all the time, and just throws out the screen. You have to figure out a way to dodge it, and it's just annoying, even though he sucks. Ship, I think, is pretty obviously playing Scout. You know, he likes the speed, he likes the movement tech. That's just how it be. Potemkin, I feel like Potemkin's playing heavy because it's just who he is. Assuming that he doesn't break the keyboard. Faust, also obviously kind of playing medic. You know, what else is he gonna do? Amelia, I think would also go in the scout category. Actually, no, she'd want to be efficient. She's going Demo Man, I think. And also she's evil. Zato is playing engineer because he needs that client side aimbot because you know he can't see shit. And he's used to Eddie like kind of being there to do shit for him. Ramlethal is evil, maybe this kind of evil. Leo, I think, is also going for that all-rounder type nonsense, and he'll like resonate with the Soldier vibe. Maybe not Soldier as a like character, but like just being a soldier. I think he knows a lot what that's like, considering he let all of his friends die. Nagoriyuki, I actually don't know where I put this guy. I think he would be a Demo Knight player. He'd like the sword fighting gameplay, and it would bring him honor to take down his opponents. Giovanna, I think, would be a scout player. She's like running around shooting people with her scattergun, kind of just being annoying. Anji, where would I put Anji here? I feel like Anji would want to class on his enemies. He'd probably want to play Spy, actually. Because you'd have to use a lot of finesse to do that. Ino is evil. Gold Lewis just uses a minigun, so he's probably playing heavy. And I think he'd be better than Potemkin, considering he wouldn't break the keyboard. Jacko, also engineer because she needs the help. Happy Chaos probably just wants to shoot people, but I would put him in Sniper because he's a zoner. And you know he's probably better than Axel. I think Biken would also want to be evil. Testament, also kind of a coward, so I'll put them over here, and they'll be the worst sniper player of all. Bridget is also lame. I feel like Sin would want to play Spy because of the cool aspect, but he would suck at it. He'd be such a bad Spy player, and he would never get better. He'd go for a corner stab, die, and then be like, wow, I can't believe I messed that up. Gotta try it again. And then he wouldn't learn a thing from his last mistake. Bedman would be a sniper just because he'd be so efficient at it because he's a robot. He would just hit every shot. Asuka likes managing things, I would say, so he'd probably play engineer and he'd be pretty efficient at it. Johnny is playing Demo Knight, no doubt about it, and he'd be better than Nagoriyuki. Elfelt is evil. Abba would probably want to play, who'd Abba want to play? I think Abba would also want to play engineer to like rely on her buildings and stuff. Slayer is playing, he's playing Ammo Man because he's Scottish. I think Dizzy is playing medic, but she would suck at it. She's playing medic for the sole purpose that she doesn't want to hurt people. Because I'm saying in this theoretical tier list, everybody has to play the game. So she's probably just playing medic and just sitting in the background, not popping uber charge, not knowing how to switch resistances, and dying every time. Venom, he'd be goated, he'd be sniper. He'd want to be next to Zato, so he'd be a sniper. He'd be a sniper using the Razorback. Sitting next to Zato like a little baby. Unica. I actually don't know anything about Unica, so I'm just going off her play style. She's kind of a mix-up character. Let's just say she's Scout. No, she's an all-rounder, she's Soldier. Jam likes to charge stuff up and blow stuff up, be effective after like getting some time to do things. That's kind of an engineer play style, but what she actually likes to do, I think she's evil. Kappa, engineer for the same reason everybody else. He needs the reliability. He's kind of got nothing on his own. I feel like it would be simple, more easy for him to do it. Robokai is also playing Spy for the cool factor because he thinks it will get him ladies, but he's not very good. Maybe a little better than Sin though, because he can like, he's a robot, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Cliff, I think, will be playing heavy for the simplicity. Justice is also going for brutal efficiency, so I think she's just playing Demo Man, and she'd be as good as Soul. Answer's busy answering the phone. He's playing engineer, and he'd be pretty good at it. I think he can manage his shit. Come.
Welcome.
Come, I also don't know that much about, so I think he's going in. I think Come like hides his identity because he's actually a woman. This guy's a masochist and likes pain, so he's also going in the Spy category, and I think he'd actually be pretty good at it. Okay guys, this concludes my Guilty Gear tier list of what characters they'd play in TF2. If you disagree, you're wrong, but leave your rage baiting comments down below so that I can get some of that sweet, sweet engagement. Otherwise, how else am I gonna buy Switch 2 and play the new Splatoon 3 spinoff? So yeah, thank you for watching. This is post-editing sausage here. I looked back through the tier list and thought a little bit more about it, and I realized I should make a couple changes. First of all, Slayer is going in the Spy category because he wants to be dandy and he wants to get the kills. He doesn't really care about the damage. He just happens to do a lot of it. Also, I think Ino is the best Pyro because she actually learned how to play the game and like learn how to air blast to be even more obnoxious, mainly to fuck with Soul. So yeah, that's my new and improved tier list. It's 3 a.m.